Recognize the author, the member from Ramsey, Representative Moran.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, House File 554 will allow parents who had previously had their parental rights terminated for non-egregious harm to directly seek reestablishment of their rights from the courts. Currently, only the county attorney is able to make this petition. Members, I hope that we all share the value that families belong together and believe that children are to be protected, loved, and nurtured. This bill will allow a parent, if a court determines it is in the child's best interest and the parent has their life back on track, to reestablish their parental rights. These petitions will only be allowed in cases in which the rights were terminated for non-egregious harm, such as chemical dependency or mental illness, not for any physical, sexual, or psychological abuse. Studies have shown that when children, especially children of color, who remain in foster systems, they face poorer life outcomes than those who remain with their biological families. These include lower lifetime employment rates, a greater chance of experience with the criminal justice system, and higher rates of mental illness and addiction. The legislation requires the parents to clearly demonstrate the steps that they've taken to address the underlying issue which led to the termination of rights in the first place, and a judge will make the final decision. Under the current law, whereby the county attorneys can make a petition, the child must have been in foster care after the determination of parental rights for 36 months. This bill increases this to 48 months. The bill also removes the current minimum requirement of 15 years. Members, I believe that this bill is about fairness. It's about redemption. And it's about giving children a bright future outside of the child protection system, which we know often leads to the criminal justice system. So members, that is what this bill does, and I ask for your support.
There is an amendment at the desk. The clerk will report the amendment.
Moran moves to amend House File number 554, the first engrossment as follows. The amendment is coded DE1.
Representative Moran.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The amendment represents an agreement with the County Attorneys Association. So the amendment does the following. It deletes Section 1 of the bill, which is the part about the expungement of crimes. It continues to allow county attorneys to petition for the reestablishment of parental rights, and it provides notice to the parents. A parent or petitioner must wait 48 months from termination of parental rights of petition. A parent or petitioner who wishes to petition for reestablishment of parental rights must notify the responsible county attorney and social service agencies within 45 days of filing the petition. And finally, the amendment states that a petitioner who is unsuccessful in convincing the courts to reestablish their parental rights must ask the court to provide the length of time period for a parent to provide a subsequent petition. A petitioner who can't afford the filing fee can ask the court to waive the filing fee. And again, the amendment reflects the agreement between the parties. And I believe the proposal before the body seeks to provide an opportunity for families to be reunited. Thank you.
The member from Morrison, Representative Kresha.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, members. And Representative Moran, this is a great bill. I actually think that you gave a little bit more voice to the county attorneys than I would have, because frankly, I think they were being a little bit more heavy-handed than they needed to be. Members, this is not just a bill. This is a way forward for many kids. As you may have heard on the House floor, and you've heard many, many times, the the strongest bond is between the parent and that child, and no matter what happens to that child, they always want to be reunited. And in the Native American, the Ikwa, they actually have a standard that they never terminate parental rights. And I think that going to that and knowing that that is an ability, that there's always a possibility for reunification, is a very strong incentive to try to help these people. And remember, these families many times are just one day away from a really bad situation. Something happened that turned everything south and they spiraled out of control, and it's getting those parents back on track and getting them the ability to know that they can reunite that family. And more importantly, giving the children the optimism to know that they can work towards reunification to get their life back on track, and to know, frankly, that mom or dad is getting help and getting things back together. That is so powerful. And so, Representative Moran, thank you. This is a great bill, and I hope that that board is all green.
Any further discussion to the amendment? All those in favor of the amendment, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The motion prevails. The amendment is adopted. Further discussion to the bill? Seeing none, the clerk will take... Oh, there are no further amendments at the desk. The clerk will give the bill its third reading.
Third reading, House File Number 554, as amended.
Third reading. The clerk will take the roll on the bill.
Yep. That's good news.
The clerk will close the roll. There being 130 ayes and 0 nays, the bill is passed as amended and its title agreed to.